The East Chicago County Council regular meeting for Wednesday, February 22nd, 2023. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Roll call, please.
Franciski. Third District Councilman Terrence Hill. Fourth District Councilwoman Stacy Winfield.
Present.
Fifth District Councilman Robert Garcia. Present. Sixth District Councilwoman Gilda Orange. Councilwoman at Large Deborah Bolaños.
Present.
Councilman at Large Dwayne Ransford.
Present.
Councilman at Large Kenneth Monroe.
Present.
Council President Monica Gonzalez.
Here. Minutes of council meetings.
We have 4 sets of minutes. Amended minutes for regular meeting dated 12/28/2022. Regular meeting January 11th, 2023. Regular meeting January 25th, 2023. And a public hearing and regular meeting February 8th, 2023.
So moved, Madam President.
Second. A motion made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilwoman Bolaños. Is that correct? Yes. Any questions on the matter? Roll call, please.
Winfield,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Bolaños,
Yes.
Ransford,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Gonzalez.
Yes. Communication from the mayor,
I have none.
communication from department heads.
Accounts payable warrant 020623 CC 021523 CC 022223 CC and 022223 LA.
So moved, Madam. Second.
Okay. Motion made by Councilman Ransford, seconded by Councilman Monroe. Are there any questions? Roll call, please.
Winfield,
Yes.
Garcia,
No.
Orange,
Yes.
Bolaños,
Yes.
Ransford,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Payroll warrant biweekly 021723.
So moved, Madam President. Second.
Motion made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Monroe. Any questions? Roll call.
Winfield,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Bolaños,
Yes.
Ransford,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Cancellation warrants of 2020.
So moved, Madam President.
Second. Okay, motion made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilwoman Winfield. Any questions on the matter? Roll call, please.
Winfield,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Bolaños,
Yes.
Ransford,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Gonzalez,
Yes. Are there any committee reports? Any board reports? Ordinances on first reading?
ordinance 23-0005, sponsored Mayor Anthony Bolton. Appropriations ordinance to permit the acceptance grant funding by the East Chicago Engineering Department.
I'm moving for the second reading, Madam President.
Motion made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilman Orange. Any questions on that one? Councilman Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Adams here to speak on.
Hello, Wayne Allen, city engineer. The document in this ordinance technically should have been included in the ordinance number 23-0002, where we accepted the grant money from the Community Crossings Program. This document or appropriation ordinance is to specify where the money will be going countwide. I've included the actual PO that we received from NDOT. So the exact amount is within the appropriation document, which is $752,446.65. This is just a formality at this point, just having this document approved so that controller's office can open up the PO.
Councilman Garcia.
Yeah, Mr. Adams, you got the list of projects that you're gonna use this money for?
This was already put towards repaving streets in East County last year.
So they got repaid the rent?
Yes,
It's paying past it.
right. So we got the money, but there's a process that we have to go through in order to actually open up the PO. So first we have to accept the money and then we have to appropriate it and then we can open up the PO to pay for services.
When is the new paving that gonna start?
Pretty much when the weather breaks, so that could be April, and then
Do you have a list of what's gonna be done first?
we have a list of, streets and alleys. Alleys, for what we discussed at the last meeting for the appropriate. Rejuvenated our accounts, and then, we have a list that we would like to push out streetwise.
Can I have my list? Thank you.
Councilwoman Orange.
Okay, we'll get this all.
Okay.
Some of them weren't finished. Last year, I think we ran out of time or we got too cold, too quick or something that they didn't finish out, so if you can give us all the list.
That's fine.
Are there any other questions? Okay, we take roll call, we're taking roll call for first and second reading on 230005. Yes,
Just a quick question. So this is drafted as an appropriation.
Mhm.
All right, so you want the council to agree to accept it and appropriate it today?
Yes.
Okay.
But it was already accepted,
Okay.
last week, and I just needed to be appropriated into a specific account for control cost.
Can't go over it.
we can go.
No, we can't.
We can't,
Can't
that's what I thought,
over-
it's appropriation,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
so first and second. So again, we're passing on first and second reading. Okay, roll call, please.
Winfield,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Bolaño,
Yes.
Ransford,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Gonzalez,
Yes. Okay, ordinances on second reading,
we have none,
ordinances on third reading,
we have none,
no resolutions,
we have none.
old business, old business? No, have old business. Oh, just real quick, I want to make a clarification. For the record, Clerk Medina, Councilman Francisci did notify me that he was not gonna attend today. I forgot to tell you that earlier. Okay, so no more old business. New business.
Yeah.
Councilman Monroe.
Yeah. By it being Black History Month this month, I would like to do a resolution for Mr. Robert Hall. and whoever else would like to get in on that. He's been with this city as long as we all know, and I think he needs to be honored.
Councilman Monroe, can you clarify the resolution and what you would want the resolution to?
Oh, excuse me, street name,
Okay, so you want to make a resolution so that there's a street named after Mr.
Mr. Robert Owens.
Mr. Monroe, if you don't mind, for my-
Little hold of me, a little more specifics on that.
Right, so I guess what you're asking for too is to help, so we can write a resolution
Yes,
in order, and then we'll present it at another date.
yes.
Okay,
I like to have my name added to that.
okay,
So
so,
Mr. Bradsford said,
I think you already.
right, right. I think, yes,
It was brought up before, and I know the family knew about it, and they was just waiting, because it's last year.
okay,
So we could look at the name of the one, weekend of Harvard Day,
that sounds good.
that Saturday, so we can get it updated. I
Yes,
think it's June 17th.
that's
okay,
right.
let's,
So did that
yeah,
get
well, let's go ahead and get the resolution passed first. We'll shoot for that date, but I know we have to contact Will, he left, and everybody else to make sure. So, you got Councilman.
Yeah, I have one more, in this. Attorney, could you explain to the public and ourselves on the redistricting that happened in court, so they might get a clear understanding?
So we had a hearing on the preliminary injunction portion of the case only. And that would have stopped the current maps from being used by the Board of Elections. The arguments were presented almost like a mini trial at the hearing last week. Robert was there, Monica was there. The judge ruled that even if there was an issue with the timing of the ordinance, the effect on the public greatly outweighed any reason to stop the election or stop the redistricting process that was already in place. We feel strongly that that argument is going to survive throughout the remainder of the case. So the case is still pending, but any preliminary injunction halting the maps and halting the election based on those maps, we won that argument.
So what we done was correct.
I believe what we did was correct with the public interest in mind.
Thank you.
Any other thoughts on that? The judge did rule that the timing was because of the mayor's pocket veto, that the ordinance was not officially adopted by the end of the year. But the reason it wasn't adopted by the end of the year was because of the pocket veto. However, the judge said that the damage to the public greatly outweighed any issues related to that technicality.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Councilman Garcia.
Yeah, I got two things. This council years ago passed an ordinance reference political science. And since it is unbelievable, we have the mayor of the city, who's the first one that wrote that ordinance. And got signs on the homes and stuff like that. Then we got other people that climbed down and did the same thing. The thing is, we got to respect the laws and the ordinance we pass in this council. You know, nobody's above the law. Some people think they're above the law, but there's nobody above. And just to touch on that redistricting, and this is just, I don't know why the mayor took this to court, because him fighting this, it disenfranchised the voters of East Chicago. That's what it does, and that's what the judge said. And he continued to fight this. Why? Don't know why, but it disenfranchises the voters of East Chicago. Why? Don't know. That's all.
Okay, we're still under new business. Councilwoman Winfield.
I'd just like to also recognize Black History Month. I'm kind of sad that it used to be back in the day when I worked in the city used to do a Black History program. And under the different administration, I would like to suggest that you could send a letter to the Special Events Committee. For next year, we have a Black History program here in the city of East Chicago. I know the library is having theirs tomorrow. but we have a lot of blacks, African Americans that did a lot in the city of Chicago that need to be recognized. Yes, and I would be willing to work with them on that program because we should not let that go past. No holiday check, no epic holiday should go past the city of Chicago. So if we could send a letter to the special events and chief of staff, asking that next year we have that. And I'm willing to work with them. I'm sure Debbie Malone, she said she's willing to work with them on the special events for not just Black History Month, but every ethnic group's month.
Thank you. Any other new business? Okay, we'll go to public expression. Paul Myers, the first for public expression.
Okay. It's 70. It's a pleasure to address this most august council again. I have done this in quite some time. I'm going to start with an apology for some of the people in Marktown that came here to want you to redo the program for the rehabilitation of property in Marktown. There's a group that's been hired to do that. We've had meetings with them. We all had a chance to talk to them. Let them get something done and then they can move forward from there. What I'm calling about this evening is something sort of a neighborhood improvement program, because we had a total lack of enforcement on people parking their cars in their yards along with junk. Unlicensed vehicles that have been tagged twice. And of course, they never get towed. I saw them tag them this last month or so, and they're still sitting there. They know they're there, and then the same guy has two cars sitting in his yard, surrounded by garbage. We've got one woman that rents the unfortunate, well, it's right outside my bedroom window. I can see it. And I've complained about the crap in that yard for 5 or 6 years. But since her landlord was a retired policeman in East Chicago, nobody was going to touch anything in that house. I want it cleaned out. There's 3 bicycles chained to the back fence. The woman that was renting walks with a cane, and her $400 daughter sure isn't going to ride a bicycle. Maybe a Harley, but not a bicycle. There's junk everywhere. Every inch of that yard is full of it. It needs to be emptied. It needs to be cleaned out completely. There's a guy over on Park Street, the same thing. His house is so full of junk. He's also told the neighbors that he can't sit down in his own house because it's full of this stuff. He's surrounded the back of the house with stuff over 8 foot tall inside the fence. You can see it from across the street. He can't even use the back door, and if he can't get out the front door in a fire, he's going to die. And nobody will do anything. I've been told by the building department, oh, we take him to see the judge every day. What, are they dating or something? You know, fix it. Fix it. Don't play this mealy mouth thing. It's got to be fixed. And since I have 30 more seconds, happy Black History Month, and you might want to do something for Richard Morris Rowe. I'm sure you all know his history with Selma, Alabama, and Martin Luther King. It was that tragic day which he saved a young African American girl from a sheriff's shotgun shell and took one in the leg. That's why he lives. He was a Roman Catholic white collar priest at the time. And that's why he lives. And I would think that maybe somewhere along the line you could have him on the back and see it. Anyway, thank you very much. Was that my alarm?
Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
Elizabeth Palacio.
Council, I want to visit Brazil, in Chicago, 4124 way. I've been working on sustainability issues for a long time. I'm here to talk to you about the sustainability commissions and how they can help our city. The Sustainability Commission is a resident-led official commission created by the city to work on issues of sustainability. The city has already been working on sustainability projects, like our wonderful monarch butterfly festival. We also have a greenhouse in Washington Park that grows food, local food to give to the movement. A sustainability commission can bring more programs like that, and it can research and assist in applying for grants to fund these programs. I think sustainability commissions are important because they lead to more community engagement, resulting in many hours of volunteer work. And sustainability commissions can work on issues that affect their quality of life, like improving recycling rates, helping businesses and residents find ways to increase energy efficiency, and finding ways to lower emissions and increasing the tree count. This is an important time. We need a community effort. Our elected officials partnering with residents to work on sustainability together. Our other communities are doing it. I hope you will decide to join us in our effort in creating a resident-led sustainability commission. It was a good place. I put my email here as well. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Olympia Gutierrez. I live in East Chicago. I would like to ask you to consider creating a sustainability commission for our city. I am a member of a native plant group called Wild One. We work on sustainability issues, especially the importance of native plant gardens and for native pollinators. I also participated in the Monarch Butterfly Festival. A sustainability commission can benefit the city by working to help decrease the damage from flooding and looking for ways to help residents save money on their rising utility bills. I have a fact sheet that lists other benefits and some accomplishments of sustainability commissions and other communities nearby. I think it will be important for our future to focus on sustainability issues. I hope you will consider creating a sustainability commission to do this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, you can tell me that we practiced and I can't tell you how many times we stumbled over the word sustainability. My name is Connie Bachala. I grew up in East Chicago and I live in Highland. Many cities and towns are working on sustainability in the area. Michigan City has a sustainability commission. And other Indiana cities, Richmond and Carmel, have them. The city of South Bend has an Office of Sustainability. The Highland Town Council just named our sustainability group an advisory associate partner to the town on sustainability issues. It's important because our communities, East Chicago, Highland, and 11 others, completed IU's greenhouse gas emissions inventory. We have copies of East Chicago's results that we can give you if you have not seen those. Now that emissions are measured, we'll be looking for ways to lower them. The Northwest Indiana Regional Planning Commission will be releasing a report to our communities sometime this winter that will suggest options for doing that. Lowering emissions will improve public health, help lower energy costs, make for a better future. A sustainability commission can work with elected officials to find ways to do that. I hope you consider creating a sustainability commission. Thank you.
Yeah, the copies you put them 2 by 2. So we have
You have enough for the entire council?
yeah.
You can just hand it to the, you can hand it to the.
Here's a copy of all of our information.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, do I have a motion for, I'm sorry.
I just want to remind everyone, I emailed around the collection box ordinance for everyone to take a look at. If anyone wants to add their name, please let me know so we can get it on the next agenda.
Is there anything else? Some motion for adjournment? Motion made by Councilman Garcia, seconded by Councilwoman Moore. Roll call please.
Winfield,
Yes.
Garcia. Orange,
Yes.
Bolaño,
Yes.
Francis,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Gonzalez.
Yes. Meeting is adjourned.
Oh, I heard it was a real.
You know, my.
Yeah. So my weird. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah. That. Not that they.
Thank you very much.
I know, yeah. I didn't tell her.